Alright. Hello. I'm doing this video so I can feel like I'm doing something productive, so I'm gonna do this reaction to this guy reacting to this transgender grifter. I'm just gonna say, I denounce these two. I denounce both these two. Like, they both are idiots, in my opinion. Alright, I'm just gonna start the video.
I feel like I gotta wipe you off of my boot, dude. Like, this is disgusting.
Christ,
I hate this smarmy behavior. This is so gross.
I mean, I get it,
what is
but
wrong
I
with
mean, it's just
Stop.
his opinion. At the very least, I can call this one a trend. I mean, it's in their name,
I am
so
very tired.
I have the excuse to throw
that being the case, I am still
around.
committed to covering this last thing.
It's wonderful. It's great.
Because I just got done with 3 politics segments that really didn't spark my interest that much. Even the one with Matt Walsh really was not that interesting to me. And I got one more that is a little bit more in my ball field, my ballpark. Okay, little bit more. Okay, just I got a little bit more in me. So we're gonna watch this
really
thing from
do
the
hate
offensive
this
T-slur.
right here. I just
who, if you don't know who he is, he's basically just a grifter, a
meltdown.
la Blair White and all them. You know, he's a trans person who says that other people are not allowed to have the same rights that he has. So this video is called "He Rejected Me for Being Trans," reacting to crazy QIA plus meltdown. And if for those who don't know, QIA plus, whenever they like separate that from LGBT,
I already know. I'm in the
community.
Usually
they say T, like LGB without the T. But I guess since this person's trans, he can't do that, right? Wink, wink.
Wealth, fame, power.
Well, let's see what this meltdown's all about.
If your goal is to get more jacked, shouldn't your goal be to be more confident in social spaces? Could lead to jacking.
That's pretty true. That's a good point. Anyway, let's get started.
This person from Argentina allegedly
Thank you again. Sorry. Thank you very much, Saka Tanuki, for the another 5 tier 1 gifted subs. You've been very kind today. Thank you.
Mothers. Don't know if you just heard that, but she just left. She just left. She's just such an evil lady.
She got rejected by a man because she's trans. She got a little bit upset, so let's watch.
So as per usual, I just want to give my 2 cents on this.
Just, oh my god. I'm already hating you now, Jesus. Why? Why offensive tranny? Why? Why do you gotta look so smug? Okay, you don't look that smug, but I mean, just, why? Oh god, I'm so triggered right now.
This whole situation before we get started. Nobody's obligated to be in a relationship with you for whatever reason that they so desire. If somebody doesn't want to be with you
okay, Alex Gunter, first thing we agree on.
Specifically because you are a trans person, first of all, that person's an asshole. Second of all, they have the right to do that. Okay? Now, if it's for some other tangential reason, such as I'm not into penises or vaginas or whatever, or I want a partner that can help, that I can get pregnant, or that will be able to impregnate me so that we can have our own kids, I don't really care about that very much. You know, it's okay to have genital preferences. It's okay to have voice preferences and facial preferences. Like this is all fine. This is all good and fine. What's not okay is when you specifically say, I would never date a trans person. Never date a trans person. I would never date
okay, I agree with him, but I also have to interject just a little bit here. When it comes to sexuality, I think there's a bit of a definition problem. Like, what is a woman? What is a man? Like, your sexuality kind of relies on what definition of a word you're using. Like, for example, I'm bisexual. Or you could probably say I'm whatever. You could say I'm pansexual, or I'm, what was the word? Duosexuality or something like that? Alright, but anyways, personally, I don't care what is in front of me. I'll most likely suck that dick, lick that vagina, do whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But for a straight person, I would assume that they couldn't go after someone who has a masculine body, or a penis, or a vagina, and all that. And the words man, woman are connected to those body types and genitalia. So if they said I don't want to date a trans person, they probably are saying I don't want to date a male, I don't want to date a female, I don't want to date someone who's intersex. Something along those lines. So you really gotta ask this person what they mean when they say I don't want to date a trans person. Because I could probably say something like this, and this guy would just fly off the rails at me for saying that. There's just that problem right there. And really, I don't care what a woman is. I just really don't care. Like, I have my own opinion in my head, but then there's the opinion that's the rest of society has, and it goes against my own personal opinion of what a woman is to me. So I gotta deal with that. Alright, anyways, enough rambling. Let's just watch the rest of this.
A trans person. Because where is that coming from? It's not coming from a place of, well, these are actually my preferences.
Well,
It's coming from a place of, I don't like trans people. I think they're icky. It's very important how this thing is, how this is phrased.
It could also be
and
that,
how
but that's why you gotta
go
ask
about
them about it.
saying that, like, as a result of the fact that you are a woman who is trans, you can't reproduce, or you can't do this or that, or you don't have, like, the thing that I'm attracted to. That's fine, okay? That's fine. And it's usually a result of being trans, which is unfortunate, but that's just life, right? You know, you could have a mole down there and somebody finds that off-putting, you know? All kinds of things can be wrong. But what I don't like is when, you know, out of nowhere, these people are just like, oh,
you gotta
I would
ask
never
them
date a
about it.
trans
Don't
person.
antagonize them.
Oh, you think that I would date a trans person? I'm not gay like you, dumbass, you sicko. Oh, you want to date a trans? Like, no.
If someone
That's
is
silly.
like
and
that,
also a trans
they
person would
pretty
never
much
date you.
deserve to be
Nobody
punched in
ever
the face.
asks,
I'm just gonna
would a
say
trans
that.
person date me? You know, we always ask, would you date a trans person? Well, would a trans person date you?
Trust
Probably
me,
not.
a person's sexuality isn't what makes them a sicko. It's whatever kinks they have.
And also, even if somebody does reject you, like if you're a
Man, I'm already pitying this person right here. Just, I feel sad for them, and I also don't like them. It's sad.
trans person and somebody rejects you because of whatever that I said, right? Acceptable reasons. It can still crush you. I mean, think about it. Guys literally kill people. Cis guys kill people over getting rejected. Like, let's not pretend that this is a trans problem. Really think about this. Cis
Alright, come
guys who
on,
get
hurry
rejected
up.
are far more likely to
You're already
actually
saying so
bodily
much
harm
that I
you
can't really
than a trans
respond
woman
as
is.
quickly as I
Like,
like
let's
to.
let's be real. This is cringe, maybe at worst.
Yes, this is very much cringe. Also, you are cringe. Everything's cringe.
But she's not killing anybody or stalking, right? Unlike cis dudes who can't take no for an answer. Like, let's be real for a second.
I must say, she's really kind of proving what her gender is right now. She's pretty much acting like a woman. Like, even during her mental stress, she's affirming her gender. Ain't that just beautiful? maybe don't say, I'm not dating you because you're trans. Maybe don't say something like that. Maybe say, you just aren't my type. I want a cis female or female, and I want to be able to have kids, or maybe just say something like, or just say you're just not my type. Just say that. Like, just say something like that. So you don't set someone off like that.
Yeah, that sucks. That's awful. What's wrong with that video? What's wrong with that video?
You cannot help dealing with gender dysphoria, but what you can control is how you tell men you
What?
want to
I
date
didn't see
that you're
anything
trans.
to do with
Of
gender
course, if
dysphoria.
men
Oh, it's
are
her
not
fault. Got
attracted
it.
to trans women, it doesn't matter.
No, no, I don't see anything to do with gender dysphoria, and I don't see anything to do. I don't see how this guy's reaction is saying that it's her fault. I don't think that's what he's trying to do. Also, wow, that is just an interesting frame. That is just an interesting frame right there. Hmm. Okay, forgive me here, but I'm kind of just trying to debate which one of these guys are hotter. Him or him? I'm sorry, guys. Just, my mind's tired. My mind's just going places.
How you tell them, but in order to avoid being rejected, you have to, from the beginning, be open and honest about being trans.
No, you don't. That's bullshit. I don't have to be open and honest.
He's basically right there. He's really right there. But here's where my cut here. My mom interrupted me again. I didn't want things to be repetitive, and I feel like I'll make anyone who ever dares to watch this video suffer. Alright, back to the video.
What you need to understand, if you don't already, is
Okay. You don't want to attract somebody who is specifically looking for a trans person to date. I promise you. Unless they themselves are trans, which even then it can be a little weird, but I'm not this.
Okay, I'm just gonna interject here. Maybe you should go for someone who wants to date you because you're trans. Or, well, maybe not specifically because of that, but that they're attracted to you. You want to go for someone who's attracted to you. Like, yeah, straight people, no, that's gonna be impossible for them to be attracted to you. Like, if you have this body that you were gifted, well, God, I am such an idiot. I am just the worst trans ally for saying that. Okay, if you have a certain body type and you can't change it, even with hormones, and you want to go for a straight person, that ain't going to work out. Like, it just isn't. Like, it just isn't. Unless they're like me, or somewhere on the sexuality spectrum, they won't be fully attracted to you. Or they won't be attracted to you. So you gotta go for someone who likes you for who you are. But I'm pretty sure both of them are talking about grifters. Or, no, chasers. Chasers is the word. Chasers. They're probably talking about chasers, but I wanted to interject what I needed to say.
Discounting that you can have a trans chaser. But what I am saying is
Yep,
that if a trans
right.
person is looking specifically for another trans person to date, usually where that comes from is where that woman was. Where it's
Yep.
like every single time I tell a cis guy that like I'm trans, they reject me.
very
So
well
why not just go
known
after
that-
trans guys instead, right?
That
Or
trans
trans women
people like to
even.
date each other.
Why not just do
It
that
makes
instead and
things,
save myself the
easier,
heartache and the
and
pain?
they have common
That's
ground.
understandable.
the men who are into trans women. What do you need to understand, if you don't
Chasers. So like if you're being pursued by a guy who literally only wants to date trans people, you're being pursued by a chaser, my friend. Okay?
Maybe that might not be fully a bad thing, maybe. I don't know, it depends on the chaser, I guess. But yeah, in most cases it's bad. It's just fetishization and all that. It's just that.
Now, if you encounter somebody who has a higher, for lack of better ways to put it, body count with trans people, just by coincidence or by the fact that, it's okay to prefer trans people. I'm not saying that it's not okay to prefer trans people.
Okay.
Just don't.
And I wouldn't even say that's a full-on consequence of being trans. Like, you can have bottom surgery, or you could even be intersex. Maybe you have something that's stuck into gender, sex. What was the word? Bimodal distribution. Like, you have something that's both a vagina and a penis. It could be something like that, probably. I don't know. Sex is more complicated than what basic biology tells us. It's basically just useless once you look up the scientific stuff about it.
It's where we're at, and I'm sorry that trans people have to go through that. It's a very, very difficult struggle, and assholes like this shouldn't be shitting on other people for struggling with it.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing where his rage is coming from. I really do not see where your rage is coming from, Alex. I really don't see where your rage is coming from. This person is just pointing out a fact, and he doesn't seem to be being too smug about it. I was expecting to be on your side, but it seems like I'm going to be antagonizing you this whole video. Oh, Jesus, he just did that smile.
Shouldn't be shitting on other people for struggling with it.
Yeah, okay. As cringy as this person is, yeah, I can, okay, yeah. Oh, wait, but then again, he is also transgender, so he literally has the right to smug. Never mind, I'm gonna be antagonizing Alex this whole video, Jesus. Oh, God.
Eggplants. He already knew I was trans, and today we happened to be meeting at 10 o'clock. So wait, he already knew that you were trans? And he already knew that, but he kept sending me hints, and I kept telling him. But boy, I don't have the confidence with you to tell you. Why do I have to tell you? Oh, okay, so the guy guessed at it. The guy guessed that he was trans and still tried to meet up with... Well, if you're already guessing that she's trans, if you're already transvestigating her, I feel like meeting up for a date is just adding insult to injury at that point. At that point, you're just being a piece of shit. You have to meet with her to find out for sure whether or not she's trans. That's disgusting. Off. I mean, I don't have to walk down the street saying, hello, I'm Lucy and I'm trans. That's true. I'm with this woman. Why do you want to say that? No, wait. Yeah. Why do you... I'm assuming she means, why do you want me to say that? This is the first time this has happened to me.
I'm a little bit confused
I'm assuming she was saying it will be the last time.
What she means. I don't know what hints she's talking about, and I don't know what she kept telling him.
Wait, I figured it out. So, well, I don't know like what she was telling him, but like he kept sending hints that he knew, and I'm assuming that she was sending like... it just sounds like a weird exchange. I'd have to look at it.
But if she's really asking, why do I have to tell him? Girl,
you gotta be kidding me. I speak from first hand.
Don't be a cuck. Don't be a cuck.
I'd like to know...
I don't tell people my dick size when I start dating them. Hey, by the way, I have a 6-incher. Just so you know, I have the full 6 inches, right? Do you? I mean, do you tell people, like, what, you just sat down and you're just like, hey, I'm a trans man, by the way. Like, if you're trying to lay somebody, sure. But that's not a necessity. Again, what if I just have a mole by my dick? Do I have to disclose that too? Like, I don't need to prove anything to you. Whatever's underneath my clothes is my fucking business until I decide otherwise.
Experience. I always try to be as open as possible. People I talk to in real life are always too shy to ask me any questions. So when asking me just one question...
I'll ask you all the questions you want, buddy. I will ask as many...
I think that's a good saying that they're shy, because otherwise those questions would get very weird and probably would trigger trans people like the woman that we saw, probably. It's kind of a good thing that they're shy.
Questions that you can handle, and more.
I also answer questions I know they have in their heads, and they're always super relieved. I was
going to questions I ask,
I didn't know if it was too...
They're super relieved. Jesus, what kind of people are you interacting with, dude? Seriously, I have trans friends and I don't ask them weird questions. Or I only ask them when it's appropriate. But most of the time, I'm never asking any questions. I'm just not. They're just human. I don't need to fully understand everything. I think I understand enough that I don't need to understand. I think that's just my character flaw. I need to understand someone to fully get them, I guess. Yeah, that's a character flaw I have. Alright.
Offensive. And I'm like, you can't offend me. And I want to
I can think of a few ways to offend you. Hey, buddy, you're a grifter, and you'll be sent to the same camps as the rest of the trans people.
clarify that I do have boundaries.
Okay. Transgender genocide. Is it real in the United States? I'm gonna say no. It's not real. It's just not happening. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing enough about uh, enough laws that are making it that are fully clear that they're trying to eradicate transgender people. I'm not hearing about enough laws that are actually doing that. Like, there's no law saying that they must be put in camps or that they can't exist anywhere near children. Like, they cannot exist anywhere near children. I haven't heard of a law that specifically said something like that or said that fully clear in writing. I never seen any of that. Maybe that law might come into existence sometime. I just don't know when.
I always say to people, you can ask me any questions except I think I got like 2 questions.
Dude, are you just an open book, dude? You don't need to do that. You don't need to do that to people. Come on, you're a human being. You're a human being. People don't need to be asking you questions about your specific situation. That's a sad way to live.
That I don't want to answer, and that's it. Being honest and open as a trans person from the beginning when interacting with someone, especially a potential
See,
partner.
but he's insinuating that she wasn't open and honest with him. That's so gross. You don't know that. You don't know that. Keeping information from people that you just met is normal and expected. What are you talking?
Oh my god, Alex! My god, Alex! Why are you so angry? I don't understand. Yeah, I have the hots for. I have the. Okay, I don't. I think both of these two are named Alex. I think. Yeah. This Alex I like. You, I do not like. At all. I hate your stupid fucking bearded face.
Talking about? You're a freak, man.
In my opinion, the best thing that you can do,
And not for the reasons that your conservative pals think you're a freak, by the way.
and will make the
We don't know if they think that he's a freak. We don't know if they think that. They're probably just maybe a little weirded out, maybe. And they're just curious, and they're probably even accepting, even. Maybe as accepting as a conservative can get. Okay, and maybe there should be a distinction. From what I've seen from conservatives, they're not really conservative. They're like regressive. So the conservatives he's talking about are what I would call a regressive. Like regressive. They're just regressives. Conservatives, they're okay people. And fun fact, I used to be a conservative, so I know what it's like. This guy knows nothing. He knows nothing.
interaction, the relationship, the possible relationship, a whole lot better. It would be weird if he kept asking you, are you trans, are you trans, are you trans? And you kept answering, yes, yes, yes. But was that the case? Maybe he kept asking.
If he was asking, hey, are you trans?
Oh my god, please.
I'm blocking, by the way. Like, I'm just straight up block. Like, if I had a woman saying, hey, by the way, are you a trans dude? I'd be like, that's weird. Why would you ask that? Like, why does that?
I mean, I guess I would respond that way, but I'd probably be like, is it because of how I look? I'd probably be asking why you're thinking that. I don't know, I just would like to know if I look like a trans dude or not.
Matter. So what if I am? And then if her response is, well, I just only date dudes with dicks. Okay, you don't get to know that yet. How about we have a date before you start asking about whether my dick is there?
I mean, that, okay, again, that's where sexuality comes in. And I guess okay, there's more to sexuality than sexual stuff. There is also romantic stuff involved. And I guess people's romantic attractions kind of involve genitalia being a certain way. So maybe it is valid to, yeah, it is valid to ask about that. It just is. It's just the nature of human beings. Most human beings prefer the opposite genitalia that they have. That's just nature. That's just normal. Just, oh my god. Okay. Straight people who defend trans people are the most worst people to listen to on this topic. Trans people, they're actually way better and more equipped to talk about these topics and have opinions. They probably wouldn't have opinions like this. Just, oh man.
Gross.
Because you weren't answering him properly. And I think that's totally fair.
Ew, it's victim blaming. Well, she's not a victim, by the way, at least not that I can tell, except of just broader societal trends. But, like, it's the same mentality as victim blaming. She's clearly having an episode here, and he's making it out as though it's completely her fault.
Okay, Alex, I guess you could be right, but then again, I don't really see the reason to fully antagonize Alex. He's just a guy with an opinion.
You want to say that this is the first time this has happened to me, and it will be the last. Okay? I can't. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me. What's wrong with me? Oh, I don't want him to be like that, and I don't want to be like that. I'm just another woman in the world.
Just another
Yep, typical woman. Yeah, that's just my misogyny right there. That I have. Really gotta work on it.
woman. No,
Uh, okay, you know what? You know what? I gotta look inward towards myself. I gotta look inward towards myself. I really don't care what a woman is, really. Like, it really doesn't matter. Like, it really shouldn't matter. Probably in 2050, maybe the word woman might be gone. And we'll just probably be, just looking at human beings as human beings. Maybe there won't be gender distinctions anymore. So we wouldn't be talking about this.
Yes, just another woman, a trans woman.
no, you're not.
Oof.
Are you okay? And I'm actually
Are you like?
being
Okay. I don't think that woman or man is okay. She's clearly not okay. She's clearly can't probably accept themselves. Like, they just can't. Maybe they are really suffering gender dysphoria. But yeah, I don't really have much to say here. Alright, let's just get back to the video. And I could probably slow it down now. I think the boring moments are gone.
serious. If you actually told yourself that it's okay
Ugh.
not to be
I hate everything about his demeanor. By the way, this is so.
I guess it would be okay to not be a woman. I mean, I'm a guy. Like, I'm a male. It's okay to not be a woman. And I would even say I'm actually gender fluid. So, yeah, it's okay to not be a female. It's okay to not be. Like, yeah, I think this person should maybe practice saying that. Maybe that would help them. Maybe.
Condescending and concern trolling is what he's doing. He's
I'm not seeing that.
concern trolling. He's like, I'm just concerned for you and your well-being, Sweaty.
Dude, he does not sound like that. He just does not. You're imagining things, man.
I just want to make sure that you're okay, but also make sure
I just want to grab that hat and just throw it. Throw it far away from him. I just want to grab that hat and throw it away. Just, my God.
that you tell everybody the exact dimensions of your genitalia, pre or
Okay, actually, that's like apples to oranges right there. Like, that's apples to oranges. I think telling your dick size and saying that you have a certain genitalia is completely different. And he said we live in a cis-het society. A cis-het society. What does he want? Trans people to take over? Does he just want them to rule society? Man, that would be hell. Ugh.
post-op, doesn't matter. Just make sure that you give them the ball size and how much
You don't need to do that.
you come and all that. You know, just write it all down and give them the
I think you just need to say, I have a penis, I have a vagina, I am intersex. Maybe you just need to say that.
list. But also, sweetie, I'm just trying to help. This off, gross.
be a real woman, it's actually okay
Gross.
to be a trans woman. You most likely
Man, this guy is just extremely wholesome. I really just like this. I really like this. I ain't gonna give him a subscription though, but I really like this.
Really wouldn't cry like this.
Yeah, that actually would be very good to not cry like that. That would be very good. Yeah, that would be very good. I would love women to not be like that. I just love that. It would make life a lot easier.
Imagine all
Wait,
the
what
pain
did
you
he
can
just
avoid.
say? What the did you just say, man?
It's okay
Just
not
told
to be
yourself.
I'm just gonna fast forward a bit. I'm starting to get really annoyed here.
Get the out of here. I know trans men who are way better men than you.
Uh-huh. What is a man? What is a man? And what does a better man mean? What does a better man mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Maybe we should stop saying, I'm a better man than you. This man is a better man than you. Maybe we should just stop with that. Like, that just kind of dehumanizes a person. Just saying that, like, this man's a better man than you. Maybe you should just say, this person's a better person than you. I'm very certain there are probably better trans men than this guy. I'm pretty certain. Maybe they're probably incredibly selfless and probably don't have opinions to put on the internet, most likely. So yeah, maybe this man here is a bit bad, probably. Like they're a rotten egg.
Shut up. Get out.
Cannot change
I
the
cast
truth,
you out.
but
I cast you out. Dude, okay, I know you're not trans, but I just can't help but say that.
I can change how I feel about the truth. And so can
The truth. The truth. Dude, the truth is that no one knows what they're talking about. That's the truth. That's the truth. No one knows what they're talking about. That's the truth.
you.
So can you change how you think about the truth? Maybe I'm just slow, but I think that would take some time. Like, that might take some time.
I would say that about a cis man too, by the way, and I have. All right, I don't accept men who.
Dude, maybe don't judge someone by their masculinity, judge them by the content of their character. Also, yes, I remember it's Black History Month. I am a good wokey. I am a good woke person. Man, I'm bad.
Who are cucks? I don't. If you're like a
Doesn't matter
literal
if you're a
cuck and it's your
cuck, you're a
fetish,
man
it's fine. I'm not
regardless.
getting
You're a
on
good
you,
person
you
regardless.
gross, disgusting cuck. You. I know you like that. You. Okay. I know you.
If you're a cuck, I want to give you a hug.
But if you're like a political or ideological cuck like this bastard, I refuse to accept you. I refuse.
Dude, if you can't accept those people, then you can't accept yourself. Which is probably why you get so easily angry. That's probably why you're so angry at this person who's just posting an opinion on the internet.
You get relegated to the same category as like Matt Walsh. Okay, no, you're a beta male. I bet.
I wouldn't say either of them are actually better. I wouldn't say this tranny is better than Matt Walsh. I wouldn't say he's better than Matt Walsh. Maybe a better person than Matt Walsh because he's not being paid thousands of dollars to say genocidal trans shit. And as far as I know, I don't think this man ever said anything about genociding trans people or anything that would insinuate that.
Best.
No, literalmente, que antes era un tío, perdona, pero tú me das tío, ¿qué coño va a pasar, puto?
I don't understand what the fuck is going on. You're looking at me to keep your dick out of it. True. No, a lot of them, it's literally just the thought of you having once been a person with a penis or a person that identified as a man is enough.
That is something some men should probably get over. That should get over that thought. They should probably get over that thought. Like if they had the bottom surgery and if it's the future, they should probably get over that thought. Like, they'll probably have a vagina that's capable of giving birth to a child. So it shouldn't matter if they were once born male or female, because gay guys exist.
For them to say, nah, not for me, and then they pussy out. And it sucks. It sucks because, there are trans women who will give you the ride of your life, and even possibly you'll fall in love with them and make a life with them. Who knows? Okay, I know.
Maybe it will also depend on who they are as a person. That might also depend. People are really being a bit too concerned about this, including me.
Neko Suris met somebody that he didn't know was trans at first, and then it turned out she was, and nothing changed. He married her. All right, Neko Suris is a G for that. All right, and honestly, I say that, but that's only because the bar is so low.
I'm going to pretend I don't know who that is. I'm going to pretend I have no idea that this person is a cat woman with big boobs. I have no idea who that is. I have no idea who that is.
That even just treating trans people respectfully makes you a good person. Like, people act like I'm this based motherfucker, and all I'm doing is being normal. All I'm doing is saying that trans people deserve the same right.
Dude, you are not normal. You are not normal at all. Yeah, you're really not normal. I'm staring at... Okay, that was just... Your room is so cluttered. Your room is so cluttered, man. That is not normal. You look like a hoarder.
Rights and respect as the rest of us. And I know you're going to say, oh, the respects are not given. No, that's bullshit. Everybody gets a base level of respect.
There are multiple ways to exist. There is no right way to exist. I'm sorry, there's just no right way to exist.
Except for trans people for some reason.
The only way that people shouldn't exist is acting like me. That's something you shouldn't act like.
They have to earn it, right? They have to earn that base level of respect that all the rest of us just get by default.
I mean, I guess that isn't too bad, though personally I would disagree with that, but that's just an opinion. It doesn't mean anything.
Why? Why? I look at that and I say, no. Gross. Get that out of here. Disgusting. Dubious food.
Okay, a point I could actually agree on, actually. Third thing I agree with you. I agree with you on, Alex.
Are you kidding me? Keep your eggplant out of this? Are you...
Maybe they should. Men, I guess that talk to that one maybe should keep their eggplant out of this, because they don't have the mental strength to really handle trans people. They just do.
By the way, even he doesn't think he's a full man, okay?
If he doesn't think he's a full man, then I will affirm that. If he says that he's a woman who's taking testosterone to look like a man, I will support him. I would say, you go, girl. You live the life you want to live. I'll probably still ask for his pronouns, but I'll respect him as a woman. Unlike you. You know what? I'm making this the profile image. Let me see here. Alright, full screens. Okay, yeah, I'll just do it like this. Yeah, here we go. That should work. Or did that actually go through? No, I don't think that did. Alright, just bear with me here. Alright, on to the video.
So I'm not being transphobic by saying he's not a man, because he says it himself. He's like,
Dude, you already were transphobic, man. Stop with this whole being transphobic is bad. Well, it is bad, but I don't think it should be as bad as he is making it. It's just a character flaw you need to overcome. Is it better to not be transphobic from the beginning, or is it better to overcome transphobia in your life? Which is better? Okay, the rest of the recording was crap, so this is the end of the video. If you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe. Not. No one's gonna watch this. I only did this for myself. I'll probably do another video after this that maybe I hope might be watched. But I just did this just to get this out of my mind. To just do something productive for once in my life. Thank you.